Take it from me, Callahan. That's not the Callahan. That's not the Callahan Cole branch, but that is Callahan, whose head is as hard as flint. It says in the Bible, I will make your head as hard as flint if you uphold the Lord's laws. And it says in another bit, I'll make your head as hard as brass. See? He's got horns on his head like Moses. And then you have in the Bible, surely I am more brutish than anyone. Spoke evil unto Attila, the Hun, and Callahan, and his son Attila. So what are they telling us in the history books? Huh? Are they extending the history books so it looks like we live in a place that was made by evolution to throw us off the truth that we were created 6,000 years ago or something like that? Callahan has to ask these questions because all of these dates don't add up. And if you look at Alexander the Great, he had horns, and all the Greek coins have horns on their head. Yeah, and Jesus says, I will make you a new creature if you believe in him. And you see Alexander the Great, he's in a Jewish temple. And if you look at the Callahan, Attila, Cali coin, Athelstan, he has horns, or he has the same mush as Alexander the Great. They're nearly identical. So something funky's going fucking on round here. Trying to mug us off. Someone's telling us porky pies. Who is it then? Who's the fucking culprit? Surely Attila, and Ukal. He may be taken as bond servants. You see, the lamp of the oil. Go abroad and take many empty vessels and fill them with oil. Anoint them with Christendom, Christianity, a Greek word. And where did Athelstan, Attila, and Alexander the Great come from? They came from Macedonia. Philip and Alexander, Ukal and his son Attila. They're rather messing up the history on us, because it's in the Bible here. Surely man is not more brutish than Attila and Ukal, his son. So did we see a pincer movement on the heathen by Attila the Hun and Alexander the Great? Are they Philip? Or does God keep bringing up Philip and Alexander to lash them over? The heathens. What was before will be again, says Jesus. There is nothing new under the sun. And we're in Callahan's pub, and I don't see the wolf above the door, paying the widow's debt. Here we are. It's lawful to take the heathen captive, rule over them with the rod of iron. And now they carry the certain woman, wives of the son of the prophet Elijah, saying, my servant, her husband is dead. Thou knowest the servant and the fear of the Lord, because the redders are come to take away my two sons as bondsmen. Who's the two sons? Ukal and Attila, probably, the two witnesses. So I have none save a pot of oil. Then he said, go borrow vessels abroad from thy neighbours, and empty vessels, borrow not a few. That means take loads of them and fill them with oil. That means teach them Christianity and pump up their tires. Fill them with the good fruit, the Callahan fruit, the Amok tribe, the race of our dove. Put their tires up, make them have sons, so we can invade the heathen and civilise them and save their souls for their own good. That's the rules. The last and final commandment Jesus gave to us was love your neighbour. So if you love your neighbour, you have to save his soul. So you can rob his kids, his good looking kids, or tomorrow the kids for born. And the ones that are no good, well, they're no good. And the ones that are good, well, they're good. There you go. Big nose. Leprechauns. Fucking dance up. Lying bastards. Don't take your eyes off the dance up, they trick you. Leprechauns. Pot of gold. Excuse me, mate. Do you know about Callahan, King Callahan? Do you know who Callahan is, no? Do you know why he has horns on his head? It says in the Bible, I will give you a head as hard as flint and as hard as brass. You've got horns on your head if you keep the Lord's commandments. Callahan. That's the coat of arms is the wolf, Calicoin. Did you know that? Is there any who owns this pub? Is this still owned by Callahan's? Because I know Neil O'Callaghan O'Hebrew, and who's using my name without paying me proper homage? I want to speak to your manager. I'm the chief of the Callahan clan. Is he Callahan, is he? Is he mocked? Ask him. Is he Egan? Is he Egan tribe, is he? Sullivan? I'll come back. Ask him and I'll come back. Oh, I want to know who's using my name, and they haven't. How did they get permission to use Calican and put up a wrong coat of arms? Why is the wolf not up there? You have to ask these questions, because it could be when he outlawed my family and stole everything, the harp and all of that. I want it back. The heathen.
No, sir, that's why.
God bless the poor little unfortunate lost souls.